Meditation has got two wings, like a bird has got two wings. You know, you have to fly with two wings. You can't fly with one wing. These two wings are, remember this point, the two wings are mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness in whatever you do, when you're doing. There are two things, doing and being. When you are doing mindfulness, when you are being meditation. See, you are just being. Whatever you do, you should do with full focus, full attention. Walk while you are walking, eat while you are eating, sing while you are singing, dance while you are dancing. Talk while you are talking, listen while you are listening. Let not the mind wander other than the work on hand. Mindfulness, the more you get into meditation.
Sonalji.
Yes, I am here. Am I audible and visible? I think somebody's trying to get there. Good morning, dear masters and friends. Good afternoon and a happy evening at the other side of the world. Very warm welcome to our second day. And I was just thinking about what we learned yesterday, shifting from body-mind to the energy mind. Because if we are unlimited potential, how do we get there? And then why do we get there? And that's the journey that we are going to do this in this 40 days, my dear friends. So what works for me is, when Chandra sir is giving us this learning, I think not word to word, but few things that he speaks, because each word that he speaks is impeccable, full of knowledge and wisdom. So make notes and ponder over it to deepen your learning. So without further ado, let's all of us as collective consciousness together explore the truth, everything about that invisible world, that reality that we have. So over to you, Chandra sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonal madam. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon and evening. Body mind to energy mind. Body mind is saying, what I'm experiencing right now is real. My children are real. My business is all that I have. My property is what I have. My body is aging. I'm 50 or 60. I'm getting to 65, I must retire. This is how life is going to be. So I'm going to live because my body or the environment is got certain limitation. There is somebody out there who is much, much superior than me. And so then I am lesser mortal. That's body mind. Because it comes from the understanding that what I see, touch, feel is all that we have. Everything else is not there. Everything else is not understood. Maybe I heard, maybe in my childhood I heard here, there, but then I never read it scientifically, so it's not there. Energy mind, on the other hand, is that there is infinity to experience. I have life after life after life continuity. There is no limit to, I have infinity to learn. There is no limit to what I know or what I can learn. That what I'm experiencing is so temporary that it comes into the life but disappears. So then there's no need to attach myself and stop myself right here, but I can go beyond to experience more and more and more. Recognizing that what I'm experiencing is temporary, impermanent. Energy mind is saying that I'm not separate. In a body mind, I say, I am this and you are that. We are separate. In energy mind, we're all connected. So we're not separate. We're all one. In a body mind, and so I've got limited opportunities. Everything is limited. The market is limited, or monies are limited. The amount of love I can get from people is limited. Everything is limited in nature. But energy mind, it is abundant, it is infinite. There's no limit whatsoever what I can experience while somebody else can experience. Because all of this comes from one single understanding that what's out there is infinite. The quantum energy field is a field of infinite possibilities. Body mind is saying, I see, and so this is real. I touch, this is real. It's only working on the five sensory perceptions. Energy mind is saying, I have the sixth sense, that the mind's eye, the sixth sense, that intuitive eye, the mindset that is open to look into the field of energy. Water becomes vapor. We don't see it anymore. Does not mean that it does not exist. We know it. It is there. We know that it is there. It was water, but then it became vapor and energy, but it is still there somewhere. A person does not exist now doesn't mean that a person disappeared. I mean, it disappeared here, but it must be still there somewhere. According to science, everything is energy to matter. It got to be there somewhere. Body mind to energy mind makes us from a material reality. If the body mind person is thinking everything is linear reality, that means if I have to go from my junior engineer to a MD, then I got to go step after step after step after step for 3 years, 5 years, 3 years, then another 3 years, another 3 years, another 3 years. Linear. Everything is linear. An energy mind person, things can be unexpectedly experienced because they're happening from all directions, not a linear path. Exponential, infinitely possible. Somebody wants to grow their businesses, grow up in a corporate ladder, acquire many friends. It's not one at a time. Many at a time. There is no, where is the limitation? The limitation is all in the mind that we limit ourselves, but we understand this. When we practice meditation, we understand it a little more scientifically, this concept of material reality versus quantum reality. Material reality is a body-minded thinking. Quantum reality is energy-minded thinking. Yesterday, we understood the simple process of breath mindfulness meditation to empty the mind, to be in the state of, as much as possible, an empty state, to be in the state of emptiness. The breath mindfulness meditation, the idea is that we have all thousands of thoughts, and so we need to rest the mind. Many, many thoughts are negative, unwanted. We want to rest the mind. We rest the body, but how do we rest the mind? When we rest the body in sleep, we are resting the mind to an extent, but we know that it's not fully rested. And when it goes into the deep sleep state, it is rested fully. It's called the non-REM sleep state, dreamless sleep state. It is rested then. But many have a challenge to go into that state. It takes a long time to rest into that state. While we're rested, we're not aware of what's happening. Those are the aspects of deep sleep. But then if you get to know that when we are, first of all, we got to get to deeply rest our mind. And then second, if we can get to know that there is something that happens so that we can be aware of it, then we are suddenly opening up to a new reality. So meditation is helping us to rest our mind fully. Makes us to go into that dreamless, non-REM sleep state. It makes us to go into those states. So first thing, we're resting, so our body is resonating. When you go into the deep sleep or the deep rest state, our body resonates significantly. There's enough scientific evidence that the growth hormones and many things that get produced when the body goes into this dreamless sleep state. So it's so important that one must go into that state regularly. Meditation takes us into those states pretty easily. So we will learning this breath mindfulness meditation. We practice for 30 minutes. Today we're going to practice again. It relaxes the body, rejuvenates the body, while those thousands of negative thoughts slowly disappear with the principle of use it or lose it, neuroscience principle. When we develop awareness into ourselves, and then as we start paying close attention to the thoughts that we have during the wakeful time, and when we recognize they're all of no use to us because we're thinking more about negative, thinking redundantly about past situations again and again, when we recognize they're no use, we stop continuing to think about them, and so they slowly disappear. Because when you don't recollect things, then they disappear from the brain over a period of time. And so it helps us to slowly move away from a negative, disastrous thinking. So brings us to neutral thinking, and from there to go into positive, miraculous, then we start gaining higher knowledge. So we will do this practice once again. Before that, I wanted to talk about a new process, and we're going to do in our program a process called heart elevation. A process called heart elevation that we will do for a few minutes, which we're going to talk about shortly. And then the breath mindfulness meditation we're going to do for a long time. Then at the end of the meditation, yesterday we expressed gratitude for a couple of minutes. Gratitude is a great way to move us into a higher emotion, be in a coherency state. There are a lot of words. I'm going to come back. But the goal of any of this meditation process is to be in a good mood, in a higher vibration, during all our time, meaning primarily our wakeful reality. We must figure out a way that we are in a higher vibration, number one, because all creation is happening when you're in a higher vibration. What is higher vibration? That means we are happy, joyful, loving, we feel kindness, we feel compassion, we feel appreciation, we feel gratitude. We feel that there is so much that life is there for me that I can go on taking adventurous things. These are all these emotions. If we can be in these emotions in our wakeful time throughout, then we are considered to be in a coherent state with the nature, with the environment. And so then what we think and feel start coming into reality much faster. Then when we are in higher vibration, the energy science is telling us that people around, environment around is taking that energy. And so then we rub good energy to others. And so the idea is to be in higher vibration. Meditation that we're learning naturally brings us into that higher vibration. As the negative thoughts disappear, it moves us into positivity. As we start experiencing a reality which is a connected reality when we empty the mind, then we start moving into higher emotion. This heart elevation process, that gratitude process, also bring us into a good emotional state. We know this. If we feel good during wakeful time, anytime in the office, at home, then there is no conflict. When you feel good, you can't think bad about somebody. You can't dominate somebody. You don't have those thoughts. When you feel good, it's always about how can I help. So that's all it is. How can I be in a good state of emotional state all the time? Meditation brings us that state. And then this heart elevation process. So this institute in University of California called HeartMath Institute done the research. And the institute is telling us that the heart, the science of heart, the heart is playing a key role in the way it brings homeostasis, order into the body, in the way it makes the brain quite coherent. That means all parts of the brain working together. Coherency among a group of people means all of them sort of work together, cooperate with each other, not try to cut and dominate, but instead try to help each other, like in a relay, like in a sports, in a game. If they are coherent, then we know what, we got a great result going. So same with the brain, if all parts work together, then we have best experience going. And so what they've recognized, and in the research, as they're starting research about heart, they recognize that heart, if it's in a good emotion, automatically it's bringing a lot of coherency and then balance in our human body. Balance in the body and then coherence in the mind. When the mind becomes coherent, it becomes like a laser. A 60-watt light beam, if it is taken and if it is like a laser beam, that means all the light is parallel. It can cut through the steel. Whereas 60-watt light, if it is dissipated, right now my room has about maybe of that much, 3 watts. It is just normal light. It is dissipated. But the mind becomes very sharp and focused. It becomes coherent with meditation and with whenever the body goes into good emotion. And they figured out that if there's a good emotion, and the good emotion is defined by uniform heart rate variability. The heart rate, which is jumping and coming down, jumping, coming down, it always happens. But that rate at which it goes up but then comes down must be uniform. As long as it's got a uniform rate, that means then they've recognized that that means heart is coherent. And how does it happen? When you bring up a higher emotion. When you feel good emotion, the heart rate variability is uniform. When the heart rate is variability uniform, then what they found is that, let me put up the chart to explain a little bit of this. The heart rate variability is uniform. They recognize that then also the brain is automatically working greatly. So this institute, HeartMath Institute, is bringing out techniques with which that there is huge amount of gain for people with a few minutes of the practice of this heart elevation. Coherency refers to the wholeness and global order, where the whole is greater than the sum. So if there are 5 people, if individually they work, that's one thing. But they come together, then suddenly there is a synchronous work happening. So it's with the standard business term, 1 + 1 is not 2, but 1 + 1 is 10 or 100. Is that coherency where the whole is greater than the sum of individuals. So heart coherency is an uniform heart rate variability. And that means if heart is working coherently within its function, and then it leads to brain coherency, where brain works pretty greatly, and then it moves the brain into, and immediately moves into alpha state and then other states slowly. Alpha state is the beginning state of meditative states, of a great beneficial meditative state. It happens pretty quickly when we start meditating. So this heart coherency technique, when a heart moves into coherence, brain moves into coherence into alpha states, and so then it helps us greatly. And then in addition, this heart coherence, when a heart is into coherent state, then is higher immunity, better intuition, better performance, and more things. HeartMath Institute, heartmath.org. Now, what is this coherence of heart? So in this picture, you see two graphs. The top one is all heart rate variability they're projecting, meaning the heart rate by itself need not be low, or the heart rate, everybody has a specific rate. Suppose a sports person has, let's say, 55. A normal person has 70. A person who is stressful or somebody naturally has a body's condition of various reasons is at 80. It's okay, 80, 70, 55. Different rates are there. On average, that's the rate. Somebody's pulse, you look, that's what it is. Now this rate, whatever rate that is, let's say the 55 person, now this rate varies, goes up and then down, up and down. It varies normally. For example, if you're taking stairs, if it's taking steps up, suddenly then heart rate jumps up, then it has to come down, right? Whenever you're doing engaging in some work, it goes up and then it has to come down again, back to what it is. Now, what they've discovered is that this rate going up and then coming down is pretty erratic when we have an lower emotion, frustration, anxiety, stress. These kind of emotions, any negative emotions or stressful emotions, cause the heart rate variability to be erratic. That means it's not uniform. It goes up and stays there for 10 seconds, then comes down, stays for 2 seconds, again goes up. It's erratic, not uniformly going up and down and up and down. That's not uniform. All it matters is to be uniform. A little technical. But then the below graph, where you see, is where appreciation, when you have good emotion, appreciation, gratitude, love, compassion, then the heart rate variability is uniform. It's very uniform. The person who's got at 70, it goes up, it takes a certain amount of time, it comes down. Then again, to come back to the normal, again, it takes uniform time. You see the graph is pretty uniform. So that means the horizontal is a time scale here in seconds, how long does it take to come back to its normalcy? Is high or low, it must come back to its average rate pretty uniformly. It should take the same time. Suppose it is spending beyond your average time for 5 seconds above, then when it comes down, it's in 5 seconds again. Average time should average out. So what they found is that if you remember simply, if I have a good emotion, then HRV, heart is coherent. If I have low emotion, frustrating, anxious, stressful, worrisome emotions, jealousy, feeling anger, feeling loneliness, right? Many of these, then are feeling lack, feeling bullied, feeling vulnerable, that somebody is exploiting me. All of these emotions are low emotions where the heart is not coherent. When a heart is not coherent, our brain and body are not coherent. So the whole idea of any spiritual practice is to, first thing is to restore that coherency into the body and to the brain. Then we have many more things going. And so this concluding, when you have an elevated emotion, it's called an elevated emotion. When you have love, gratitude, compassion, we use the word elevated emotion for them, or higher emotion. When you have that elevated emotion in your heart, it drives heart coherency, which in turn drives brain coherency, right? So meditation helps to reprogram some part of the brain, and so then you move to elevated emotion. Any of those low thinking, it helps to reprogram. Heart elevation process, which you learn, also moves into elevated emotions, and so then it brings us into the brain coherency. We want this brain and heart to work coherently. When this happens, then there is so much happening for us. When a group of people come together, coherently work, we know that 50 musicians come together, some masterpiece gets produced. But if they just work independently, nothing can be even heard or seen. And same way, when our brain and then heart come together, a lot can happen, is a science here that brings coherency with everything around. And when we have coherence with everything around, we have a great life going. We'll understand the connection later. So what I would like to do is to explain this process this time, the heart coherency process. What do we do? Pretty simple. So we sit down comfortably, as we did yesterday, and the chair is fine. Let me look through the Ana-Pana-Sati. So this is the breath mindfulness meditation process we practiced yesterday. We're sitting in a sofa or on the floor, feet crossed, Hands rested comfortably in your lap with fingers into fingers. And then eyes closed, specs removed if you're wearing spectacles. So this is the posture. We learned this yesterday. Those of you new, this is the breath mindfulness meditation process to empty the mind. So in this posture, we are observing your natural breath, in breath and out breath, anywhere in the nose as a reference point. When you observe the breath, slowly mind becomes empty. Then we slowly experience greater emptiness. We may have some kind of sensation, energy. Witness all of it. If you have thought in a given time, bring the attention back to the breath and again observe the breath and again slowly go into the empty state. So this is the process for breath mindfulness meditation. So when it comes to heart elevation, which our meditation is going to start today with, is on your hands, go into heart center. Just keep your single hand or double hands on your chest area. And then you rest your attention initially on your heart center. Then we're doing three things. We're taking a slow, long, relaxing breath and then connecting to heart, feel the heart. This is an active mind process, by the way. So we feel the heart. And then slowly we bring up a recollect an experience from your past where you felt enormous love, joy, gratitude in your life. Maybe playing with a child, maybe somebody appreciated your work, maybe you have expressed your gratitude to somebody. You went for a trekking, you felt so good. You are caring for an old parent, so good. Whatever you're caring for in a non-profit in somewhere nearby, old age home, feel good. Bring up anything that makes you feel good and then recollect, relive that experience. Then we are moving into higher emotion. Then the third thing we do is at some point, we say, send that energy to everybody. Make an intention that I am got this great energy of love, and then I'm sending it to people around who require this, who can help. It can help them resolve the conflict. It help them come out of their low emotion, come out of their lack of love for themselves. Whatever that is, send that energy and say it is for the benefit of people around me. Could be one, it could be a group, it could be the entire world, right? So first step, take slow, long, relaxing breaths, feel your heart. Second, recollect an experience from the past or present where you're going through of a higher emotion, relive it, and then experience that again and again. And it's the third thing, then send that emotional energy to everybody. What do you mean by sending? Simply making an intention. I wish that I'm seeing that people everywhere in the world are also feeling love and then having this compassion in them, and they're taking this energy. Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. It's like wishing good things for our children. Same thing, we're wishing good things for people, everybody. That's all it is, right? We know that that works, it must work. So we are making an intention to send that energy to everybody and everything to help them heal, help them evolve, right, friends? So this is heart elevation process. We're going to do this for a few minutes, and then we will go into breath mindfulness meditation. So first we do this for a few minutes, then we go into breath mindfulness meditation. All right, friends, relax yourself. Sit comfortably. Relax your body. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, resting your hands comfortably in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, the mind becomes slowly empty. And as the mind is becoming empty, we experience greater emptiness. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience the emptiness and blackness inside of you, all around you. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty. As your mind is becoming empty, we allow our body to function at its natural best. We develop greater clarity, higher power of thought. Merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience the emptiness. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience the emptiness, that blackness. of no body, of no thing. When you empty your mind of thought, as you observe the breath, as your mind becomes empty, you move away from matter. You experience that greater emptiness, a quantum field of energy. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy with infinite possibilities. The more you stay aware of it, the more you experience this blackness, that emptiness, the more possibilities you draw into your life. aware of that emptiness, that blackness, that field of energy, the light. The more you are with it, the more you stay connected to this emptiness, this light. Friends, at this time, I would like you to express gratitude to all things and everybody. Gratitude is an high state of receivership. And you express gratitude to your parents, your teachers, your mentors, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, everybody. Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, to everything you use, the technology, the system, the companies, the governments, the institutes. Be grateful to yourself and to this intelligent universe. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? What have you experienced? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. 2 points I want to bring to your attention. One, meditation is never predictable. That means what happened yesterday need not happen today. It becomes predictable if we think this is what is going to happen again today. We want to approach every meditation as if it's a fresh meditation, a new thing that we didn't know anything about it before. So we make it unpredictable, then we experience different things. And second, when I use the word empty mind, it is not expected that you are empty throughout the process of meditation. For 30 minutes, today we meditated for 38 minutes or so. Pat on your back once again, dear friends. If you felt it happened like that, it does because we transcend time. If you felt that today's meditation went pretty quickly for you, please write in the chat. Before you realized, we spent so much time. When we say empty mind, we're not saying that you're going to be empty of all thought and then a zero state throughout the process. Not at all. That's our goal. That's where we want to go to. But many a times in a 40-minute meditation or not 1 hour meditation, we might have gone into empty states, maybe for a few seconds here, a few seconds there, a few seconds there. And many times we don't even realize we've gone into the empty states, but that is still okay. If you come to the conclusion that, oh, I've got too much thought going yesterday and today, this meditation is not for me because I'm not empty and so I'm not going to get any benefit, then completely wrong conclusion. Thoughts are going to be very much part of the meditation. Thoughts from the mind are the greatest creators. And without that, there's no life, there's no experience. So their mind is your greatest friend, but we want it to rest. That's all it is. And so we're working on a process to rest the mind. But thoughts will come. When thoughts come, our goal is to bring our attention back to the breath and again observe the breath, but we have to be patient. Like a child, active child, we want to be patient. The mind is active. We want to be patient with it. And then what is that we have to do? We have to observe our breath back again. And not to conclude that, oh, today and yesterday and then before, 10 days I've been meditating and then I'm only getting thoughts and thoughts. So it's not for me. And then many people give up right there. We encourage that, please don't do that. Just give yourself some more time. Don't be harsh on yourself and judging so quickly and say that it is not for me and then going away. Patience is a progress. So please give yourself some more time. Be more compassionate to yourself. Be giving some more time. And then see for yourself how we start shifting to a more aware states as we go along. Before I listen to some experiences of how you felt today, I'd like us to take a quick poll to see how many of you have prior experience of meditation or not. Can you run the poll, please? Let's take a short poll of a couple of minutes of it, the 3-4 questions. Have you attended one or more of the Buddha CEO 40-day or 21-day meditation programs earlier? These are the beginner programs we do, like this one that we are going through today. The second question is, how long have you been meditating regularly? Yoga, pranayama, prayer, contemplation are not meditations. Another one, what has been your biggest challenge in your meditation? if you've been a practitioner, then what has been the challenge? And what's your dominant activity of work, meaning where you spend your daytime mostly? This poll is helping us to suitably structure the content as we go along. We've got 40 days, is a great amount of time. A lot can be done. We need some more participation. Those of you who have not done it, okay. Yes, we can end the poll and share the results. Okay, friends, so what we are seeing here this time, more than 50% or nearly 50-50 of new meditators and then those who have done a program. But however, so we do have here mirroring that those of you who are 50% of you are either new to meditation or practicing for less than a month. So it seems like 40% are net new here, which is very good. And then maybe 10% would start a meditation process with us or with somebody recently. So we have a good mix of senior meditators and let's see, those of you greater than 1 year, 30%, that's amazing, that's wonderful. So we do have a good mix of senior meditators. They are there in your groups, in your WhatsApp groups. If you join WhatsApp groups, I really request senior meditators to share your experience of how your journey has been in the group. If you write a few sentences, it'll help many of the new ones to know that the all-round benefits of meditation. What has been the biggest challenge is a lack of consistency, always being said, and distractions. Okay, and pain and physical, and then no challenge. I consider meditation is good meditation, wonderful. So lack of consistency and distractions. Distractions is not really an issue. Consistency requires that one again take this process regularly, sincerely, in addition to having a good company of meditators, then become more consistent. What's your dominant activity of work? So we have 50% employees, 20% self-employed entrepreneurs. Generally what we expect. We have a good amount of students too this time, and 15% homemakers and senior citizens and so on. All right, friends, that's great to know. Sonalji, who is going to make the announcement about, before we open up for some questions today, about experiences that people have had. The announcement about practitioner certificate is going to do. And then I also would like to introduce some of our facilitators. I will, Rathan, yes, please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
They're
so much.
gonna.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you so much for the wonderful meditation today. And dear friends and masters, We'll have a breakout room now. In that, we will be discussing about more details about the certification. So the certification is Buddha CEO Practitioner Certificate. Globally, all the organizations are witnessing and realizing this mindfulness practice, how it is impacting the workplace, and it is gaining large momentum in every organization, be it Microsoft or Google or whichever the organizations you can call out. Every organization is having the meditation room or place to meditate and acknowledging the breath mindfulness practices. And at Buddha CEO, we are issuing this Buddha CEO Practitioner Certificate if you complete this 40-day program. And there are some set of criteria we will go through in detail. And now we will initiate this breakout room. And in the breakout room, if you in the screen, there will be a pop-up to join the breakout room, where we will discuss detailedly what is the criteria for this, to get this Buddha CEO Practitioner Certificate, and how to avail the physical copy and then soft copy as well. So at your screen, you can see a pop-up, initiate breakout room. You can just click, join breakout room. You can click on join breakout room.
Not now yet.
Okay.
That's be at the end of another 15 minutes later.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
We will, yeah.
All right, friends. So a couple of things. I know that we have a parallel coach program going. So the coaches don't have to go into this practitioner room. The practitioner certificate is for those of you who are wanting to have that I've done meditation practice and then I'm greatly benefiting from it. That's what the practitioner certificate is, which is like, adding to our profile resumes. It helps. As the companies recognize this mindfulness skill as a great success skill, it definitely helps. It helps to not only that, it helps us to actively create awareness about meditation to everybody when you have it, when you write it. Okay, so practitioner certificate is for those of you who would like to take it, become a little more serious, take some questionnaire, quizzes and all of that, and then feel good about your own practice, that you have learned adequately, that you can start talking about it. The coach program, welcome to all of you, those of you taking the coach program. You don't have to do this. Instead, you will have anyway your weekly quizzes and assessments that will be sent to you through email and your WhatsApp groups, right? So thank you. Yes. Can we I'd like to introduce few facilitators. So this program is going to be successful, and then our programs are successful because we have an active interaction going with all of the participants throughout the journey through our senior teachers, facilitators, who are there helping to clear your doubts or provide more information or share their own experience and journey to motivate and inspire. We look for three things to be very successful practitioner of meditation. One is a regular practice of meditation. Second, paying close attention to the knowledge and wisdom that is shared here, as well as that is shared through additional program that we're going to add on called book clubs, that we're going to be there during this program, that we're going to announce further through books, and then books that we recommend that you read. So one is meditation. Second is knowledge. So important. It's not just meditation. The change that happens is through the knowledge. So the knowledge is so important. We take time to be there. The third thing is interaction with the fellow meditators, listening to various experiences that are people going to come and share here. In this platform, by the time we finish in 40 days, you probably would have heard about 100 people experiences worldwide. Many will come and share. And so we encourage that you we pay close attention to those sharing and listening to experience of others. And so part of that is interactions with your facilitator as well as interacting with other meditators, right? So let me invite facilitators. We've got, as I mentioned, there are few groups here. Each of your groups are named with, what are we naming it this time? Names of Group names are what? What's the? All right. So as a facilitator.
Mindfulness speech.
Okay. So we name the group names as the Gautama Buddha's middle path. We'll talk about the middle path tomorrow, but then the middle path is right understanding, right views, right intention, speech, talk. I mean, speech or talk, right work, like that. So the right efforts, right meditation. So there are 8 words represent each group. So let me invite some of the facilitators here. What you got to add each facilitator one by
Yes,
one.
sir, I'm adding.
Yes, Geeta madam.
Namaste everyone. I am Geeta from Kochi, Kerala. I am a meditator. I have been meditating for 2.5 years now. And I am your facilitator for Meditate Path Work 1, 2, and 3. And we'll discuss my experiences in the group. And I'll be there for you whenever you need, whenever you have a doubt, or whenever you want to share something, I'll be there for you. Thank you for this great opportunity. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Geeta madam. Koti, please wait till others are finished, not all of them. Yes, Richa ji.
Sir. Hello, everyone. I'm Richa, and I am facilitator for groups Effort 1, Effort 2, Effort 3. Happy to be part of this program, and I look forward to connect with you all.
What does meditation do to you, madam? Please say those also.
Meditation has helped me in different ways. So I am able to have the awareness of what changes are happening to me, like the emotions. If I get into the negative emotions like angry, I'm aware and I'm able to change it. It has helped me to move towards whatever I think. I am able to also take it in, put it into actions instead of just thinking and just postponing anything. So it has also helped me to take up multiple things at the same time. I'm able to prioritize my work very easily. If I'm getting a lot of tasks, I'm able to know what I need to do at that point of time.
Thank you.
And it
Thank
is.
you. So there's more awareness of emotions, then more prioritizations, more initiatives, right? A lot of stuff. Thank you very much, Richa ji. All right. So next one, Koti. Please introduce also where you're coming from. Yes.
Hi,
Venu.
hi friends. Happy evening, happy morning. Congratulations to all of us to got into this 40 days meditation program. My name is Venugopal. I am from St. Louis, USA. I'm a software engineer. I have been doing meditation last 3+ years. And I am into WhatsApp groups like Wow, Middle Path, Samadhi 1, 2, 3. Please make sure like we'll interact in that WhatsApp group, and also I got like a lot many students in my group, so there are more interact, and that is the one good thing. We are they're actually interacting us, and also they're connecting like one to one. That is the one thing. Hope it's going forward like till 40 days. Our journey, it will continue like that. Thank you, sir.
Thank
You
you.
for the opportunity as a facilitator.
Thank you, Venu. Yes, Koti.
Yes, sir. Happy morning, friends. So my name is Koteshwar. So I'm from Bangalore. So I'm associated with Buddha Sekonda Foundation, and I'm the facilitator for the group Speech 1, Speech 2. So this is a great opportunity for me to learn more and interact with people and nurture together. Thank you for giving this opportunity, sir. So, dear friends, we have created WhatsApp groups, and few facilitators will be in the groups. So please communicate with your facilitators whatever you have queries about this program and this wonderful technique. And we would like to say that consistency is very key thing to get benefit about this, to understand what is this practice and what we can get through this practice of meditation. So request you all interact more with facilitators. When you share your experiences, then only we can know how to go forward it further also. And don't think that your experience is small or big. Even small experience also very big clarification for other participant. So please interact in our WhatsApp group. Please be active. So we are all here to support you if anything is required, necessary. And is this 40-day program, we will learn so many things. It's life transformation program. I can see in that way. Since I'm here with Buddha since 2020, thousands of people got transformed through this practice of breath mindfulness meditation. And with so many experiences we have here so far. So I strongly can say at the end of this 40-day program, you will definitely will change. We'll see transformation before this practice and 40 days and after this 40 days session. So request you all to please continue, then you will understand.
Thank you, Koti. Wonderful. Nobody wants to tell what meditation has done to you. Why is that so? We'll introduce the remaining meditators, remaining facilitators tomorrow, dear friends. Okay. We're at 7:30. Sonal, do you have any more assignments? Any more announcements?
No, just about, I think a lot of people still having trouble with the WhatsApp group. So we will announce it at the end that they need to check their spam folders to make sure that, they've sent the links there. They're unable to join the WhatsApp group.
Okay. Yes, friends. So to all of you, emails have gone. So that means they'll be there, if not in your direct folder, in junk or spam folders. If they still don't happen, then you can write in the chat tomorrow, or you can send an mail on in the email, in the flyer that you see, and there'll be a number and email ID. So write to that, please. I'll send a WhatsApp message to that, then they will add you after checking. And if you don't have it, just by adding here today, then tomorrow, if you still don't have it in the Zoom chat, you can put it in there tomorrow, that number, but please do check there. There are hundreds of people, so while we have few hundred here, but then many may not join here, but then they are joining through the YouTube. They are also reviewing the recorded versions, so many people are joining in many ways. So we request that you check first, and then you send us a request in case you really didn't receive that email. Okay. Yes.
And then we'll be sending the self-assessment one also in the emails.
Okay. So we'll talk about that tomorrow then. So thank you very much. And we will still would like to listen to the experience of those who have raised hands, and we will do that. shortly after about 15 seconds break. And those of you plan time only till 7:30. So thank you. And then we'll see you tomorrow again for one more session, one more round of practice, and then more wisdom. So in about 20 seconds, we'll listen to the experience and open up for questions. But this is how we're going to do this program till 7:30. We are doing the fixed things that are there. And then after that, for another 20 minutes or so, till generally 8 o'clock India time, we are there, interactions and that. But you don't, if you are able to stay back, stay back. Otherwise, you don't miss what is necessary, is still being covered till 7:30. So don't have to worry that, no, I don't have time and I've not planned for it. All right, friends. It's for those who have that extra time to be able to gain more understanding and more knowledge. But as always, next time. So thank you and have a wonderful day.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Yes, Sonali.
We have Ajitji. If you would unmute, please. You can unmute, sir. Yes. Ajitji.
Thank you, Chandra. Thank you, Chandra, sir, for the amazing session today. I really loved it. I've already done 21 days in past, and this is the next 60 days which I want to upgrade myself. So thank you so much for the session today. I also love the wisdom notes which have been sent. I did read word by word and trying to memorize them and trying to absorb as much as I can. But I'm for sure that I can't do that in one shot. But every time when I read it, I get a different dimension of those wisdom notes. So that's something I wanted to share about. The second thing I also wanted to check about, there was a session which was done on offline session on manifestation, which was done in at the beginning of January. So wanted to just check if that session can be done online. It was a 3-day session done. Unfortunately, we don't live in Bangalore. That's the reason I could not join in. I did send an email to you for this, but somehow I think the mail couldn't have reached you. The session was done on 20th and 21st of January. The name of the session was Miracle. If something can be done on the Zoom, there'll be more people who get benefited and it can spread the message across the globe. Thank you, sir.
Sure. Thank you, Ajitji. We will schedule. I think one session may happen towards the end of March, but this program has to go through and then we will do it. But we'll plan. It's generally planned that way. We did one online in December first week. So again, we're going to do one more soon. A lot will change once we launch our app. We're launching an app, so there are a lot of things that are there in the app. Buddha Siva app towards the end of February. And then many of these will be available readily on that app. Yes.
We have Shobnaji next. If you want to unmute, yeah, there we go.
First of all, thank you for this great opportunity. This is my first time. I'm a beginner to meditation. And yesterday, I think there is a progress today, since yesterday. But I do feel a lot of backache, and it's like my leg was stuck. I was not able to get that blood flow. So that's the reason I slept. I changed my position for a while. But how can I get rid of this physical issues while meditating for a longer time? And the second thing is I have a continuous thought flow. So I try to bring my thought focus back to my breathing, but still I do have thoughts coming up. So how can I get rid of it? These are my two questions.
Okay. The physical things body will get adjusted to it. You just started, right? The practice, or you've been
Right.
practicing a long time. It'll get adjusted, it'll get used to it, right?
Okay.
And so we just have to bear. In meditation, the pains can come. Some are just body getting used to it. Some are beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Body getting used to the numbness, a little bit of ache here, there is more of a body getting used to. But then sometimes, and then some people, if they have felt pains, suddenly the pain was not there before, but then suddenly there's a throbbing pain somewhere in legs and arms and then back, but then slowly disappear after meditation. Now those are healing experiences. Something is happening, but we got to bear them. Okay. But in any
Okay.
case, just practice, madam. You don't have to do anything. What is the second part of the question you asked?
Like continuous flow of thoughts while
Continuous flow of
meditation.
thoughts. Continuous flow of thoughts. If I ask 20 people here, probably you'll have 20 and 20. Okay.
Okay.
So that's common. Don't even bother about it. Okay. We just have to practice to observe the breath so that slowly, slowly we rest the flow of thought. All right. And it'll
Okay.
happen over a period of time. And even after 50 years, you may continue to have them on several occasions. So the thoughts are
Mhm.
going to be there in your meditation. Okay. We don't have to think about them. We have to just accept them, that they're going to be there. Okay.
Okay.
And still the
So
benefit is there. Still the benefit will be there.
So one more thing, like today in the session, you were talking about this heart coherence thing. So I tried to feel the emotions by triggering the memories of feel good things, but somehow I'm not able to feel that emotions. So is it something that requires practice with time? Over the
Yes,
time, I will be able to feel those emotions.
that's right. We need practice.
Okay.
We need practice. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
We have Kamini Ji. Kamini Priya, would you want to? You can unmute.
Thank you, Chandra sir. It was a really nice experience. Can you please share the WhatsApp group detail?
If you've registered, then there would be a message to your email, because there are 24 groups. There is a group assigned to you. So you'll find that in your email. So please check that. And if you don't have, then you can write in the chat tomorrow your number and then they'll send to you.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have Madhav sir. If you'd like to unmute, please. You can unmute now.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I wanted to add a couple of things to what Chandra sir has mentioned. Like meditation on a daily basis could be different. And as he mentioned, like if one day didn't work well for you, other day or future days should be working in favor of you. So today I had a wonderful session. Yesterday I could not focus much because of my cough and health condition. So even if I had the similar situation today, I had the similar situation today. I had a wonderful session. I could I could empty my mind within a few minutes, and most of the time I was in deep meditative state. I lost almost myself. I was melting. I don't know what is there on me. So this is just to let you know that anyone who is having trouble, right? So if one day, if it did not work well, so it's not going to be the same every day. So we'll get to that point someday. Could be sooner for some people. It may take a little longer for other set of people. This is what I wanted to share with you.
Thank you, Madhav Garu. You have
Thank
something
you,
that you're sharing here. That's great. Okay, friends. We have done, right? Questions? We have one more? Kanchan?
We have one more.
Yeah, please ask.
Kanchan Gaitonde, if you want to please unmute.
Hi, this is Kanchan. This is the first time I'm attending meditation session. I had a great experience today, and I started meditating, and tears started flowing from my eyes, both the eyes. Then as others were saying, I was having a lot of thoughts coming almost most of the time, not all the time. It was a great experience. Thank you for the session. Really appreciate that. At the same time, I have a couple questions. One is, is it okay to sit on the sofa and lean on the backrest while doing the meditation, or it's not allowed? It's not allowed in the sense should not be doing.
No problem. You can
No
sit.
problem.
You can sit anywhere. Chair, sofa,
Okay.
on a cot, bed, on the carpet, anywhere.
Okay. And I was sitting in Sukhasana and sitting on the sofa. So that was quite comfortable for me. So just wanted to make sure that's a good posture to sit while meditating.
The posture is specified, right? So the fingers into fingers and
Yes.
then using your feet. That posture
Yes.
try to maintain as much because it helps to lessen the distraction to the mind. And while it also has an energy circuit meaning. Okay. So
Okay.
try to maintain that posture. Now, if you have difficulty in maintaining the posture, then it's okay to take something that's more comfortable to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate your session.
All right. Wonderful. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from West Bloomfield, Michigan, US.
Okay. Great.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We have one more, sir. Friends, if you're comfortable, please turn on your cameras. We'd love to connect with you. Next is Vijaya Lakshmiji. Please unmute.
Namaste, Chandra sir. I'm Vijay Lakshmi from St. Louis. I've been doing meditation for a few years, but I was thinking that when I feel that I was in meditative state means there are no thoughts, like I was sleeping. But these days only I'm getting to know what is meditation is. Really, I'm able to feel that how your instructions are going on. Emptiness, what is emptiness? Those kind of things. Thank you so much for that. And I have a question. People think that some people are I can service, but I can't donate anything. But some people think I can do some service, but I cannot donate. Sir, if you tell at least one is better than the other, what would you say?
Nothing is better than the other, madam. All experiences are equal. So is the case with your service. Some are giving their time, some are giving their knowledge, some are giving their money, which is energy. All are ultimately energy. Okay, so we are contributing our energy towards it.
But I can see there one is ego and other one is greediness, sir.
I don't know what you're saying. There's nothing like that. Okay. So if somebody is doing a service of any of these, that's great. The more we understand, the more we know that the experience here is so temporary and impermanent. The more we move towards service, the less we accumulate. The greediness drops. The less we accumulate, when we recognize all temporary experience. And so then there are many things that happen, and the more we feel we are connected, the more helping we become. And so then automatically we start giving, right? So both are there, but there is no one thing is greater than the other. No one thing is greater than the other. So what if somebody is egoistic or greedy? So what?
So both are a little bit negative. They cannot
But
know themselves, right?
everybody is greedy at some level. Everybody's got ego at some level. Without egoness, there is no experience. There's no experience without egoness. It means individuality. Ego means individuality. That has to be there to experience something. Nothing wrong in it. The problem is balance. The problem is non-attachment, attachment. These are things that we have to work on. Okay. You can be very greedy on a spiritual matter. And if you are in a level of evolution where you are only in the mind state, you can be greedy about experiencing things because only experience you go to the next state of evolution. In our evolution, there are body experiences, there are mind experiences. So those in the mind state want to experience one after the other, one after the other. So just let them be. Because when you experience, you transcend, so then you move to the next state where you start helping others. You move to the next state, you start inquiring about yourself. Right? So there are different states are there. But what all that is there is detachment or not getting overly attached to something. And then second thing is being considerate to others. Two things. If you can be considerate to others in your experience, and then if you don't don't get attached to it, then you got great life going. You're allowing others to have that similar life while you are experiencing unbounded things. That's what we are for. We have to be considerate. We have to be righteous in our experience and what we're wishing for. And then we stay detached from an experience. Detachment and attachment. If we can be that, then everything is there. Okay.
So one last question. When I talk to somebody, either in phone or whoever besides me, that whatever I talk, my mind is repeating number of times those whatever I utter the words. Is it because of my mind is empty, not having any tensionful works? Is it, sir?
It's becoming over analytical here now. Okay.
Is it for everybody? It is same.
You finish talking, and then the mind should become empty. Otherwise, there's something wrong. We have to work on it some more. You finish talking, it should become empty. Sometimes what happens? We want to make 10 points, but you only make 2. So you finish your talk and say, oh, I should have said that. Oh, I should have said this. Oh, this should have been happened. We go on thinking about it in the mind. That does not help. We try to, then we miss the next moment. So try to come back to the present moment pretty quickly. And how does it come? When you recognize that what is necessary is going in any given moment. The best is always happening. We have to come to that understanding. You stand up in a meeting and then you're trying to tell people few points, but only one point you could make, and then time is up. Be satisfied with it. Because the best has already come out through you. This will happen when you let yourself flow through, become spontaneous, right? So it's like that. If you are having a lot of data, then we have to work on ourselves more.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, friends, I've got here with me Buddha Siva Masters from Albany, who are here, Ram and Lata Madam. It's great that, when you are visiting India, some of you from abroad, to take time to work on ourselves more deeply. So they're on the way to Pyramid Valley International. And we are happy that we got the time to spend time with them here. And this happens to be this session. So I thought we'll listen to their brief experiences. Rangaru, what's meditation doing to you?
Thank you, Chandra sir. I've been doing the meditation for the last 2 years. So initially my wife, Lata, is sitting next to me. She started 3 years back. So, I'm kind of doing initially the on and off, probably once a week or twice a week. And then slowly I increasing my daily meditation time. So right now, currently I'm doing almost like 5 days a week. Again, you all know that, okay, I'm working in the IT industry. It's hard to find time, but still I'm trying to allocate some time for that one because I have seen the benefits of it. So my career point of view, prior to starting the meditation and after I start the meditation, I can see the clear difference. So a lot of anxiety is gone, a lot of, my multitasking level of handling the things at workplace, also at home, everything has changed a lot. So I'm able to make the decisions very clearly. And also I'm able to say no to my managers, even for the superior managers. So without any kind of hesitation. So these are all like, sometimes, I wonder, okay, how come I missed all this in all my career, in the earlier part of my career? So how can I miss it? So, but anyway, so never late. So it's never late. So yeah, maybe I have only a little bit of the career left, but still, I can pass on all these kind of good things that are going to happen to my kids and also whoever I can come across. That's which I have been doing that. So overall, my experience with meditation is it changed my life definitely. The way that I look at the things, and sometimes especially in the kids' point of view, you all know that, okay, so we want our kids to do certain things in their education or do certain things in their daily life, but you see that a lot of resistance from them. So they don't do that. So then I started accepting that. And then it's a different ball game now. So, okay, so go into their shoes and then think in their point of view and then try to help them what they're capable of. So all such kind of things are I'm able to handle very, very well. And pretty much, this meditation practice that I'm doing, it really helped me.
Thank you, Ramgaru. I'm worried. Saying no to my managers. Okay. Saying no, learning to say no, not always yes, feeling worried. I think a lot of times it's important that we do that. We're constantly worried about something or the other. We're constantly worried. We're in survival mode. It's called survival mode. We come out of the survival mode because the fundamental courage is there. Fundamentally, we have come to this assurance that something is going to be we're taken care always. Through meditation, we come to that, we develop the courage and strength to express what is important for us. We talk about this in the concept of emotional intelligence later during this first 3 weeks, a little bit in the detail in the second 3 weeks. But thank you for sharing that. Yes, Lata madam.
Good morning and good evening to everyone. I'm Lata. I'm also working in IT field, and I been doing meditation from last 3 years, and of course I see a lot of changes in me too. Initially, I started at the pandemic time. I think a lot of people did the same thing. Because we all know that we will between the four walls we are sitting and no one was there, so many depressions, it could be health issues or something else or whatever it is. We are all so many people, I believe that they have started this meditation at the same period as I did. And I do see a lot of difference in my life, especially my stress levels went down. I had so many challenges before my meditation, like health issues, and mentally I'm so worried about everyone in the house. even work environment also, sometimes I feel like it is a very holistic, or so, I used to worry to talk with my colleagues also, by thinking like, if I say something, how it will go, because that kind of environment I felt. So I thought, I've been thinking that why this type of environment is there for me before meditation. But after I started meditation, I realized that that is our thoughts and everything. And once I started thinking in different perspective now, and also I stopped having the stress and everything. Really, meditation helped me in many ways, and also reading books. Most of the times I listen audio books, but sometimes I read books, which also really helpful for me. And now, if there is any stressful work at my work or at home or anything, I just take a break for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It depends upon how much I need. And then I'll get back into my work, and that makes me feel more comfortable. And also I can think properly instead of just not taking break and continuing doing work, even though if I am in the stress. So there are many other things happen, like my health point of view also. I became initially I do have some skin issues, and then that was gone completely. And and there are other health issues I have recovered. And kids also, like, they've been they keep on saying to me that you are so different than before. You handle things very well. Actually, that was true, that I learned how to handle things, especially in very hard situations. And thank you, Chandra sir, that it's a very good opportunity for me that I have connected to Buddha CEO. And since then, I've been attending the 40-day sessions, and I'm following his guidance. Or if I have any questions, there are so many facilitators or other people who really helps us and give answers for us, and to move in the spiritual path and to understand and gain the knowledge. That is which is really wonderful. And thank you so much, sir.
Awesome. Stress goes, health improves, worries go down. We learn to handle difficult situations. So important. And you also said the work environment, which you thought it is hostile. What we think is how we create. And sometimes it may be that way. It may be that way. But that hostile environment is in many ways is happening through our creation. There's something that I deeply learned long ago, that if we change our mindset, we have the power to change the environment. And that's what we are working as through meditation. Each of us become the greatest walking love, walking compassion, walking friendliness. And so then the environment will have to change. So thank you. And one common thing that we hear, I learned to handle, I learned to interact with my children better. I think this is a big gift for every parent, and especially for grown-up children or growing up children. So thank you, Ramgar and Natha Madam, for everything you're doing in Albany, trying to organize more programs in teaching. You started teaching and organizing, so I'm sure we're going to create a big community in Albany there and around that area. Thank you. Yes. Yes, where is Kiran? Let's bring Kiran onto the screen.
Thank you, Chandra sir. I was thinking to raise my hand, and it's just a coincidence that you called me. so grateful to Lata Garu and Raman Garu for introducing me to Buddha CEO program, and it actually transformed me from inside out in less than a year. I can only do injustice with my words in expressing today how much gratitude I have for everyone. And it brought me like a full transformation in realizing like it just not uh, the body or mind, it's just that body and mind, that connection that brought me the full change in looking at like everything that I do, from waking up early in the morning, doing meditation. Lata Garu has introduced me to morning meditations, and we do morning meditation together. And after that, I do yoga before going to the office, and it gives me like that healthy feeling when I go to the office that my mind and body are fresh to take up the day's workload. And after the immense workload that happens during the workday too, I come and participate in the meditation towards the end of the day, which gives me more energy. And going into the night time, I feel like I have more energy towards the night. So I practice, some reading, and it gave me like 2 or 3 hours more in a day towards the night, and 2 or 3 hours in the morning as well. So I gained like almost like 6 hours in a day. It's not like I was a big sleeper. I mean, I was spending too much time in sleeping, but I was wasting so much time, and I gained like all of that. And it's all like the I would say like it's all coming together with only like Lata Gar and Raman Gar showing me the ways how this about introducing me to Buddha CEO, and also transforming me and treating me as their own child. Though I'm not as young as their children, but I would feel like this today. Like many who see me also feel like I've gone back in my age, like 10 years probably. Like I get these comments every day. I meet with people that you look much fresh and young, and you know it's that transformation. It's not just like how people observe you, but also how you feel internally to yourself. Like that's what meditation did for me. And I'm very thankful for what Lata Garu and Raman Garu did. And Chandra sir, thank you very much. And Vani madam as well.
Thank you, Kiran. Heard a lot. I'm hearing more about. So give me a call one of the days. I'm so glad that you took several sessions in your programs, and you're also actually sharing in other programs too. Awesome. Thank you. You want to say something to him?
Just keep going, Kiran.
Another Albany master.
Yeah.
Do you have anybody else from Albany? While we are waiting, if anybody else wants to show up. Mr. Arif Rashid, how is your program going, sir?
It's going good, sir. It's going good. Today is actually the first day which I've attended. Yesterday I could not because of the office priorities. But I've heard it from one of my friends. She had recommended me. And I've been meditating since like, 3 years? Corona actually changed my life. And what I felt was meditation is magic. It's amazing. It's in another level. The only problem with me is like I had never been consistent. That we had that first lockdown. During that time, one good thing I did was like I meditated every day at the same time, and that is what was missing, and that is why I'm here. I hope I can become consistent and a little disciplined with meditation.
Awesome. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Dhanbad, Jharkhand.
Jharkhand. Okay. Very nice. So you're practicing this meditation for last 3 years or something else?
It just, the thing was, I had lost my way during, I'd become a little alcoholic, and when all the lockdown had happened due to the withdrawal symptoms and all the deaths happening. I was in Bombay then. I was working that time. So all the deaths around it started giving a lot of anxious moment. And just by one chance, I went in the morning. I started meditating after your heavy run. It really helped me out. What I noticed was after the meditation, I started tapping into my intuition, which has been like, amazing. It is like, I really want to explore that part of, life and all that. I never believed in meditations, but, may all the people rest in peace, those who have lost their lives in Corona, but Corona did change my life. 180-degree paradigm shift it had. And I think it was, a blessing in disguise for me. So I just started concentrating on the breath and all that. And I'm learning. I still have to learn a lot.
Okay. So nice that your words are so impeccable.
Thank you, sir.
Very nice.
Thank you so much, sir.
Very nice. Always best is happening at every given situation. That's what we're given to understand. That's what we realize the more we go through this meditation. No matter what is happening to us or to anybody, always the best is happening.
Yes, sir. That actually changed my life. I started believing that irrespective of whichever situation in life you are, life is always happening for you. It is always in your favor. Once you believe that, you will feel like you are living actually in a magical world.
Yes. We have to come to that understanding through experimentation.
Yes,
It's
sir.
in your favor, it is in other person's favor, it is other animals' favor, everybody's favor it is. It's just that we need to elevate ourselves to see the big picture understanding, then you know it, right?
Yes,
you know
sir.
it. If your flight is not landing and they're still going around, even though you came first when somebody else is landing, we often miss the point and then start complaining and cribbing and saying, oh no, this is, but then there must be a bigger reason why somebody else is landing first than you know that. The air traffic controller knows about it. And there is a genuine reason of why they're doing it. And the moment we get to know about it, that somebody else requires an urgent medical intervention, or maybe somebody who's got a far greater impact of their meetings, maybe like PM going or something, makes sense. It makes sense, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's like that. Meditation is giving us that bigger picture, or even if we didn't give big picture, it at least helps us to understand that, okay, it's not my botheration to know everything, but at least I know that if this is what is happening to me, there must be a big reason for somebody else somewhere else. One person's loss is another person's gain, another person and me are the same, and so it's okay. That's the understanding we'll come to. That's the understanding we'll come to. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, folks. Mr. Rohit Kumar Shah, where are you from, sir?
Yeah, I first attended your session at Hero Art Center last year.
Voice is not clear, sir. Very low voice.
Hello, now is it okay?
Little low, but please go ahead.
Yeah, I have been meditating since quite some time, but after joining PSSM, there has been a lot of change. And yes, I was a lot of anxious and a lot of stressful condition, but things have started melted down slowly. And I started a project in India to manufacture baklava sweets before Corona. And it got stuck, but slowly things are folding and we have started the production now. And I'm very happy and I'm grateful for joining this program. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Rohitji. That's great. As long as it's helping us in some way or the other, sure. Everybody who is sincerely practicing it will. So, dear friends, so thank you very much. We will. Was that Sonal? You will answer somebody. Okay. Thank you very much. ahead.
No other questions or comments.
Okay. So thank you very much. Tomorrow we're going to learn about this experience of meditation. What's happening, and then these experiences, and then what are the different types of experiences. I know many people have questions, so we're going to learn about them tomorrow for some meditation. They always, so that's an important topic to understand, because many people are dropping out of meditation because they don't understand experience. And so we'll talk through that tomorrow. So we'll see you all at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
There's enough time to do all that I want to do. There's enough time to be and do it all. Whenever I look inside, that's when I realize there's enough time, there's enough time, there's enough time. More than enough. There's enough time to do all that I want to do. There's enough time to be, do it all. Whenever I look inside, that's when I realize there's enough time.
Hi everyone, we'll meet you all tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. IST.